Hi guys, welcome to another Divi theme video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. We got some great news today. Folks over at Elegant Themes, the makers of Divi theme, got 4 nested sliders that are absolutely free to download. I'll put this link down below the video. I've checked them out. I've downloaded one. I've got it right here. This is a nice full page slider. It's got your actual slide on top of the call to action button. Then they've got a little video module down below. Obviously, you can click on the video and play the video.
The website is...
That's the Elegant Themes one. And they put 3 slides in this series. But obviously you can add more, and they're fully responsive. If I hit my F12 key, I'm using Google Chrome here. Here we have it on an iPad, and you can automate it if you want to. And let's check it out on an iPhone. Here it is on the iPhone. As you can see, it's nice full screen. Like I say, you can automate it and obviously customize it to your needs right here. I've rolled down a little bit too far there. Really nice little feature. Let's get rid of this and I'll show you how to download, install and customize this. It's really easy. So once you get to this page, as I mentioned, I'll put the URL down below the video. If we roll down a little bit, we've got a table of contents here. First thing you'll probably want to do is preview them. So just hit the preview button. It'll take you down. And these are the 4 we've got here. That's the one I actually used today, and we'll use that again in this little demo. To download them, just go up a little bit more, hit the download 4 nested sliders for Divi 5 or download for free. They'll both take you to the same place. Now, if this is your first visit on the site, you may find a little panel here asking you to put an email address in. I'm already signed into my account. I've done that. They don't spam you or anything like that, so it's fine. Once you put your email in, you'll see this button appear. Just left click on it. It'll download the files to your default download location. Once you have them downloaded, it's going to download as a zip file. Here we have one right here. As it's a zip file, we're going to need to right click on it and extract it. And extract mine here. Once extracted, it's going to give you the 4 JSON files for our sliders. Actually, there's 5 of them. The 5th one, I just move this across a little bit. It's got all at the end of it. So if you import this one, it's going to import all 4 of these, but you can import them individually, and I'll show you exactly how. So let's go to your dashboard. Here's the one I just imported. Let's trash that and we'll start again. Once at your dashboard, you need to go down to Divi and Divi library, and this is where I am on this page at the moment. Once you get to your Divi library, we need to import. So I'm going to go up to the top, these little buttons up here, import and export. That's going to pop up this little tab here. We want to import, so I'm going to select the import tab. Where it says no file selected there is where I want to drop my file, or you can hit choose files and navigate to your downloads that way. I'm going to drag mine across though. If I bring this back in, I'm going to use number 2 again. That's the one I used before. I'm going to left click on it. I'm going to drag it over. I'm going to drop it where it says no files selected. As you can see, it's in there now. I'm not going to say import presets. These are unstyled anyway. I'm just going to go ahead and import Divi builder layouts. Hit this little button right here. It's pretty quick because it's a small file. And it'll reload the page for us in a moment. Once it reloads, there it is again. Unstyled nested modules slider section. If we look over here, it's a section. It's not a module or a row. It's not a full page. So now you can go to any page, either with or without content on it. Here's the page that I had before. Let's get rid of the one that I imported just now. Now, if I've got a custom header and custom footer here, which is quite a lot of stuff. So let's get rid of that on the builder side. We can do that very easily. If you watch my walkthrough of the builder, you'll know you can go down to tools here, roll down a little bit, and show theme builder layouts. I'm going to switch that off. I'll get rid of the header and footer. It'll still be there on the front end, obviously. Now, by default, Divi's going to put in a section for us. We don't need that. So let's just add our new section. Hit the little blue button here. Then go ahead and add from the library. There it is right there. Unstyled nested module slider section 2. Use this section. I'm going to left click on that. And as you can see, it's popped it in there. Now that we've got it in there, we can get rid of this top section because we don't need it. And it's a nice full screen section right there. What they've actually got going on here in each of these slides is they've got a slide with a title, a bit of content and a button. Then they've added a video module to it underneath. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, if I just click on the slider module here, the dark tab, as you can see, we're in the slider here. If I look under content and elements, here are our 3 slides that it's put in. If I go into the first slide, under the text, you'll see Seamless Enterprise Mobility Solutions. That's the title right there. Obviously, you're going to want to put in your own. 3 slider modules, whatever you want to put in yours, obviously. And we got some text underneath. I'll leave that just as it is. Obviously, you can change that if you want to. Then, of course, we've got a button that says Explore Cloud Solutions. So, get more free stuff. And again, whatever you want to put in yours. Now, you're going to want to link that button to somewhere. We can do that down below in a link. There's the button link. Just put the URL in there where you want to take your people. Always best practice. If you're linking to your own site, leave it in the current tab. If not, open it in a new tab. That way your site is going to stay open. Now, if you wanted the whole module, the whole slide here to link to somewhere when they click on it, you can put another link in right there. Now, down below, we've got this video module. And you can find that under content, elements. It's just under our link right there. Let's close up the link. Here's the elements. Here's the video they've put in there. Obviously, you're going to want to put in your own video. I've clicked on it. We're in the video. I'll have a look at video here. They've got the elegant themes one. Let's get rid of that. I'll go over to YouTube and get one of mine. For anybody that's not sure, just navigate to YouTube to the video that you want. Underneath it, you'll find a little share button. You can copy the link right there. We can go back to our site here, add video. Obviously, if you've got one native that you've uploaded to your site, you can use that. I'm going to insert one from a URL. I'm going to paste that link in there. We got the video. We're going to insert it into the post. You may be thinking, well, that's the same picture as we had before. The reason that is they put an overlay in it. If we roll down a little bit here in the video module, they've got an overlay in there. If I get rid of that, it'll be my thumbnail. And you can put any image in there you want by just adding an image. Here's the image they actually put in there. When we import the slider, it'll import the images that are in the slider too, obviously. So like I say, you can throw in any image you want. Let's just throw in that one for a bit of fun. And we've got that image in there. Perfect. And of course, if you want to change these text styles, you may have a theme going on your site where you're using certain fonts for the content and header, but also the button. If we go back out of our video, back into the actual slide itself, over to design. Here we've got the title text. Change it to whatever you want. Just click on the fonts there, roll over. They'll give you an example of the fonts. I can leave mine on the default. And exactly the same for the content text or the body text just down below here. Change the font, change the size, change the color to whatever you need. For the button itself, as you can see, that's just down below here. And you can custom style that however you want. At the moment, we've got that blue background. You can change it to whatever color you want there. Now, the background for the actual whole slide itself, it looks like they've got an image in there with perhaps an overlay on it. Let's go back to our content over here and have a look at the background here. We can see it's got a background image in it because we've got a blue color on our image icon right there. And there it is. And obviously, if you want to change that one out, get rid of it. We can throw in any image again. Let's use that same image. And this is nicely grayed down so we can see the slide nice and sharply. And the reason that it's like that, if I go back into the actual slider itself, we can go up, go back by hitting the back arrow right here, or you can click right on the slider icon at the top here. If we look at their background, they've got the gradient highlighted. They've got a gradient in here. And that's the reason it's darkening down each of our slides. Now you can do this on the individual slides themselves. If you don't like it, you can just get rid of it. Or if I undo that, Control Z. You can click on the individual colors and pull the opacity down, lighten it up if you want to. And the bottom one right here, darken it down if you want to. And of course you can move your gradient stops by just clicking on them, pulling them down, get it lighter further down. Or pulling the bottom one up, as we've got it darker, to make it darker further up. Gradients are great fun little features. So there's how to customize your slides. Of course you may want to add more slides. The easiest way to do that, they're all pretty similar. If I roll to the next slide, it's pretty much the same format here. We've got the title, content, button, and a video down below. Same with our third slide. See a theme going on here. And of course, at any time you can check it out on tablet. Works fine. That's the one we customized. And on mobile phone. Perfect. Now to add a new slide, I'm sure you're ahead of me on this. If we're in the actual slider module itself, and remember you can click on up here, or you can use the page tree to get to it up here. Under the content and elements is where we found our slides. To create a new one, simply just clone one of the existing ones and click on it to edit it and do exactly the same thing. I'll leave the content as it is. Let's just say slide 4. Really exciting title for you. Now, if you want to automate this thing so it goes around automatically instead of having to click on either little arrows down there or the pagination buttons at the bottom, we can do that very easily. We need to be in the main slider. Make sure you're not in the regular slide. You're in the full slider itself up here. Over in design, we can roll down. It says animation right there. We open that one up. Roll down a little bit more. There's you're going to find automatic animation. It's set to do it every 7 seconds here, or 7,000 milliseconds. Let's change that to 5 so you don't have to wait quite so long. I'm going to leave continue automatic slide on hover on, or off I should say. That way when they put their mouse on it, it'll stop animating. Gives them a chance to read, have a look around, click on things if they want to. Now a question that I always get is, I can't find the animation. I've looked down the bottom and it's not there. If that's the case, you're probably in your slide. If I go back into one of the slides here, we go down to design, there's no animation there. So make sure you go back to your main slider, design, you'll find your animation. And it's rolling around pretty quickly because I've changed the timing there. Let's just check that timing. That's fine. Let's save the changes now. And we'll preview on the front end. I'll get rid of the preview that we've got there. Preview on the front end. And here we are. I've got my header back up there. As you can see, it's going to roll around every 5 seconds. And again, if I hit my F12 key, we've got it on mobile device right here. iPhone 12. Let's check it out on iPad. Here it is on an iPad. And then back to desktop. And of course, if I put my mouse on it, it's going to pause and stay on that slide there. So there we have it. There's 4 nice little nested sliders for Divi 5. Free download from Elegant Themes. Really easy to install and customize to your needs. Real time saver there. And don't forget, this URL will be down below the video. So I hope you've enjoyed this today and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget, if you have any questions, either about Divi 4 or Divi 5, put them down below the video. I'll do my best to answer them for you, if I can. Once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.